Hello and welcome to this video. The essential purpose is to provide a brief introduction to EUM, what it is, what it does, and how it came into being. The full form of EUM is Existential Universe Mapper. It's a comprehensive framework for understanding and working with individuals, teams, and organizations. There are three main components: EUM I, EUM O, and Impact. EUM I is for the individual, EUM O is for the organization, and Impact looks at the nature of relatedness between the organization and its members. They can be used on standalone basis or they can be used in conjunction with each other. The various areas in which they are used are personal growth, coaching, leadership development, team building, individual and organizational assessment, organization culture, diagnosis and development. In addition, there are several tailor-made applications. These include gender, diversity and inclusion, issues of transition, power relations, and things of that kind. EUM came into being because of my intense ambivalence towards frameworks. I love them because they help me to organize and structure my thoughts. But for this very reason, I dislike them because they restrict the free flow of thoughts and feelings. Feelings and thoughts don't come in an a priori organized framework. Their pattern is visible only post facto. So when you are using a framework, you tend to see as to what is relevant and what is not, what fits in and what doesn't fit in. You may be engaged in something and something totally irrelevant may pop into your mind and you're likely to say, okay, let me put that aside. Now the interesting thing is that quite often it is that which is incongruous, that which does not fit in, tells you the maximum about what may be happening. The classical example of this is of course the famous Sherlock Holmes mystery about the dog which did not bark. It is the incongruous act of the dog not barking which leads us to solve the mystery. Now in using frameworks, obviously it is very difficult to take into account these things which deviate from the normal pattern as it is expected. So consequently my search was for a framework which provides a broad scaffolding, but also allows for these nuances, these deviations, these incongruent things to be accommodated. This framework had to be non-linear, non-reductionist, pluralistic, and emphasizing pattern recognition rather than categorization. Because once you categorize a person in a type or a trait, you are likely to look at anything which does not fit into that as an aberration. For example, if there is a person who is generally very peace-loving and this person becomes very volatile and aggressive in certain situations, you would say, okay, that's an aberration. Alternatively, you can also look at this incongruous act as something which is telling you some very significant things about that person. It's providing, in fact, an entry. So it's for this reason that EUM does not use types or traits. Instead, it looks at an individual as an interplay of 6 universes. These universes have been inspired by Graves' work on levels of existence. So there are quite a bit of differences from the Graves framework and EUM, but the essential inspiration came from his work on levels of existence. So we are saying that here are these 6 universes, each representing a certain imperative of being human. So it may include the human search for a safe haven. It includes the wish to assert one's individuality. It includes the wish for order and stability. It includes the wish to go beyond the given limitations of one's context. It includes the wish to be a meaningful part of the context to which one belongs. It obviously includes a desire to co-hold all these imperatives together. The same universes are also applicable in case of an organization. So what the EUM attempts to do is to map the interplay of these universes and then look at what would be its implications. So we have several reports. We have reports on leadership, we have reports on coaching, we have reports on individual self-awareness, we also have reports on organization. I would, for those of you who are interested, may like to visit our website, eumlens.com, and there you will see all the sample reports that are there. EUM has been used by over 6,000 people in nearly 150 organizations. So we have a rich database. The cumulative analysis of this is also available in my book, Indian Managers and Organizations, Boons and Burdens. Having said all that, I think if you really wish to know about EUM, the best way would be to experience it for yourself. Thank you very much.